Alright, hi, this is Nicholas again. I'm going to do a little quickie one here. This one is Sakuyamon from the Season 3 of Digimon's, whatever it's called, Digi Warrior. Now, this figure is, it looks nice. It really does. It has a nice look to it. But, it has this little fire foxes or whatever popping off her. But it has some major issues. Now, first I'm taking these off because, well, they're going to fall off anyway. And, they're kind of one of the things that make the figure pretty neat. There's a few things wrong with it. Now, sculpt-wise, I think it looks pretty good. But they had some issues with posability. First of all, she has I guess it's a swivel joint in her neck. But in order to use it, you have to take off her hair. And her back wings things. And it just looks silly. So, that's one strike. And then there's posability. Now, I'm going to say, the knee is pretty good. If you give the knee, it gives it, that's not perfect, but it's not bad. But when you get to the hip, which is a swivel at an angle, who in their right mind would put a swivel at an angle? That just looks silly. I can't have her like any kind of posing. There's no posing. You basically need to have these legs that, because if you spread it out too much, you're extremely limited on poses. It's a joke. And then, so the knee joints, I'm okay with that. That I can live with. But these kind of angle swivels, no. And then just kind of the standard shoulder thing that kind of, make it go up and down. And like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then, basically, you can turn this thing around. No elbow. That's the elbow articulation. Rotate. Yeah. Now, I got this figure basically as an add-on to a deal I made with someone through the internet. And, I like it to the point of it looks nice and it's a great reference. But I'm just kind of upset that all I can do is stand her up. And then there's the staff, which, has some great detail. Super soft plastic. So soft that if I was to leave it, being held by her, like held at some kind of angle, even straight up, it eventually will lean over. It actually did that. I was like, you're kidding me. It's too heavy. It's too soft. And it bends way too easily. It doesn't stand up straight. So, and these things, like, well, the yellow one's about to bust on me. And they did a nice job on some of this, but, this right here, the thing that really kills it, two things, is the staff being pathetic plastic, and also, you really can't do much with it. And then the hip joints at the hip. That's just weird. I know it's supposed to make it look more feminine when it's standing up without having the bulky joints. Well, for posability's sake, I'd put up with that. I've seen it done in other figures, and it's always on the female figures. So it's something they really shouldn't do. It just messes it up. They really need to try harder. But as you can see, it's not a bad one. D-Arts version. They need to make one. They need to make a D-Arts Sakuyamon. That would be awesome, because this and the Warp Digivolvers are the only Sakuyamon figures out there, and the Warp Digivolver one looks pretty weird. All the Warp Digivolving figures really look weird, except for the one that's like Mega to Mega. Those ones look okay for the most part. So anyway, I just thought I'd kind of share my thoughts. Now, I don't hate the figure. I got this with the Talmon figure that was just awesome. It's right here somewhere. Oh, right here. And this thing has all the right posability. I mean, it has the same angle swivel from what I can tell. Or is it just whatever? But it has the same angle swivel, but it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. It actually adds a lot of things, and it has decent posability and no restrictions. Same toy line, but this is a superior figure. I mean, for one, the legs don't have to move. So, I guess what I'm saying is, Bandai, you can do better than this. You can do better than this. And I want to see a DR. That, if everyone agrees, well, just contact Bandai. I've done it a few times. They're probably tired of hearing me. Well, anyway, peace, love, and peanut butter. And, I don't know. I want to see, whatever. Alright, later.